Hey my lovelies, my name is Jane and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe, I'd really much appreciate it. So today I'm going to be retrying an eyeshadow palette that I just can't get on with. I've had it in my collection way over a year now. I think it came out about a year ago last November. And I've tried it umpteen times and I don't know, I can't get it to work for me. So I thought today I would give it another go. Why not? It is the Morphe and the Manny MUA palette. Now, when this first came out, you know, I support Manny. I love his cosmetics range, which is Lunar Beauty. Absolutely love their formula. I've got all his eyeshadow palettes and they are flipping awesome. So when he bought this one out, let's say over a year ago now with Morphe, I thought, ooh, the other Morphe collabs I've got are really good. I've got both Jacqueline Hill ones, I've got the Jeffree Star one, I've also got the James Charles one. And I thought, well, you know, if the formula is going to be anything like those, it's just going to be phenomenal. So I picked it up. It was only £20. Quite often it's on sale now for 10, I've noticed. So let's have a look on the inside. Okay, so on the inside you've got these beautiful toned eyeshadows and you've also got two highlighters as well as. So the highlighters are really good. Yeah, that's the main reason I've kept it, I'm not gonna lie. But like I say, the eyeshadow, I don't know, leaves a lot to be desired. But like I say, I've had a few goes now over the time and I've just literally stuffed it in the drawer for the last probably 8 months, maybe more, and just once in a while bring it out for the highlighters because I forget the highlighters are in there and they're really good. So sometimes I think, oh, I've got those, so I'll use them. So okay, as you can see, I've done my base makeup and I've done my eyebrows so that we can get cracking straight into this. So today, what are we going to do? I think I'm going to go in first of all with this third shade on the top, which is Fire Witch, and again going to go in with a nice big fluffy brush because that's how I like doing it lately, and we're just going to gently tap into that one because I don't want it over pigmented. Tap that one off. Like I say, you can see that there is colour on there, but the problem is it's always patchy and it just blends into one colour. So I might dip that in a little bit more, and so I can sheer it out with a paler colour if I've gone in too heavy handed. So what I'm going to do is what I would normally do is start off in my crease. I'm going to say you can see the colour there, but I don't know. But like I said, it's been a long time and now I do my eyeshadow different. Maybe, just maybe, I can get it to work for me and not look so bad. But I thought if I'm going to try it out, I might as well try it out on camera. So we're going to tap back into that one and do the same on the other eye. And so that eye's a little bit darker than that eye, so I'm just going to tap back in, just dab my brush off. Like I say, it's easier to go back over than it is to take it off. Otherwise you'll be blending all day if you put too much on to begin with. That's why I like to start off with a little bit and then build it up. So hopefully that's looking similar. Okay, so we got a nice colour there. That's gone on quite well actually this time. You know, but like I said, since I last used it, how I do my eyeshadows changed, how I hold my brushes have changed, you know, so maybe that's why I was having so many problems with it. Okay, so now I'm going to take a slightly smaller blending brush and I'm going to go back in with that same colour, which is the Fire Witch. Get a little bit more on there this time, tap it off and then just darken up my crease. Like I say, as I've been doing lately, like I say, I've been literally using only a few colours. Rather than using sort of, you know, 3 or 4, I've been using 2 or 3. I can make that a little bit darker. So it's building, yeah, that's looking better. But maybe that's all it is like I say, my skills have changed. So that, you know, maybe I can actually finally start using this one. Tap back in, just build that up just a little bit more. So it's a nice little brush, this one, because it fits exactly in, and as you can see, I'm holding it quite far down, so you get more of a sort of blend. So if you hold it like a pencil, it's just going to be more of a block of colour, but if you hold it nearer the end, it does sheer it, you know, and helps blend it a lot easier. That's not looking bad actually. Okay, so maybe, you know, it definitely works better like that. You know, can't see much patchiness or anything like that, which I normally can. I can see a bit where I've missed, but we can go back over and fix that. You know, that is error on my part, nobody else's. I missed a bit, so we can go and fill that back in. Okay, so I'm just gonna take that one, so hold that down a little further because I want that a little bit darker. Take a little bit more, pack that on. Also little tapping motions there just to pack the colour a bit more, and then kind of blending it back into the crease. But that's looking really nice. Okay, I've surprised myself. Just half the fun of makeup. You know, if something doesn't work, try different methods. You know, leave it alone for a while, maybe not about 9 months like I did, 8 or 9 months. And then just kind of try it again with new methods that you've learned. Okay, let's build the other side up just a little bit more because the other side's a bit darker. That does look quite nice, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to go in with a slightly bigger blending brush and just blend out in that crease just to kind of sheer it out just a little so it blends a bit better. Same on the other eye. Like I say, everybody does their eyeshadow different. You know, I've got hooded eyes and this is what seems to work for me these days. But you do you. I'm actually liking that. There you go, just goes to show. All right, let's see if I can just fill in that bit that I missed. Like I say, it was my error. I missed a bit. That's better. Oh, so it's running the excess up there. Make sure I haven't missed any on this side. No, didn't miss any on that side. Really like that colour as well. I'll say again, if you can see me looking up, it's because my big mirror's behind. I've got no room on my desk for another mirror. So I'm actually liking that. Okay, that's a surprise. But like I say, you can do the darker colour. You know, you can go with a different colour that's darker. You know, it's just that's how I like doing mine at the moment. Okay, so what are we going to go in for on the lid? Ooh, we've got a couple of choices, but they're all quite dark compared to what I've just put on. Let's see if I can show you. So we've got this kind of gold one here, and then we've got this more of a sheen, satin sheen, which is this purple one, and we've got this purpley one here. So let's just see what the swatches are like, because that will quite often determine what I'm going to use. But yeah, but a few of them are sort of more sort of satin sheeny. See that Aries is more of a brown. That might work actually. And then we've got, oh, which one was that one? Leo. It's another sort of purpley brown. And then we've got Scorpio, which is that beautiful gold. And then what was the last one I used? I can't remember which one I swatched. So we won't do that one. But to be honest, I do think a lot of those with the colour that I've used are going to be too dark. So what I'm thinking is maybe using one of the highlighters instead. So let's get some on my fingers. There you go. So you've got two highlighters there. You've got Apollo, which is this lovely gold. And then you've got Nova, which is more of a pink tone. But I think either of those would work. So what I think I'm going to do, decision made. I'm going to put Apollo on the lid and Nova in my inner corner. Let's see whether we can get that one to look better, because the others, I just think they're a bit too dark with the colour that I've chosen. So I'm just going to load my brush up, tap it off and tap that onto my lid. Yeah, see, I think that works. I do think, like I say, that gold in that was a little dark. Whereas this one, like I said, you know, you don't have to just use your eyeshadow on your eyes. You can use your highlighters. Yeah, see, that looks really nice. And I say it's gone on really well, considering it's not meant to be an eyeshadow. But there's no rules in makeup, you know. Sometimes if the colours just aren't working and you've got a highlighter that will look awesome, or if you've got a really nice eyeshadow that look great as a highlighter, there's no reason you can't mix and match. Okay. Yeah, see, that looks really nice, really nice. I've surprised myself. It hasn't gone patchy this time. And so it's, I'm going to say there's a bit there that's kind of seems to have skipped a bit. But we can just go back in with our brush and see if we can just kind of join those together. But that's nothing major. You know, before it was really patchy and I don't know, but don't think I've used that colour before. So maybe it was some of the other colours I was having trouble with. It was a long time ago. I can't remember what colours I used. So we're going to use the Nova, like I say, for under my brow bone and on my inner corner. So get my flat little brush for that one. Tap that off. And then just run that under there just to give it a bit of a highlight. Like I say, that's quite highlighty. That's really pretty actually. So I could have used the same gold, but you know, why not try a few of the different ones? Okay, so that's really nice. Now I'm going to get my little inner corner brush that I like to use. Tiny little flat thing, tiny weenie. So we're just going to run that one in the Nova shade again. Yeah, see, that's pretty, really pretty. There you go. So, but I do think that looks nice. Like I said, I'm going to go off camera now, put some mascara and lashes and liner on, and I'll be right back. So I've just finished off my mascara and lashes and that. So what I did is on my top lash line, I just took the darkest brown in here, which is Howl, that's on the bottom, and I just tight lined the top of my lashes, and I repeated the colour that I've got on the top, which is the Fire Witch, and just done a bit under there. So that's all the eyes finished. So let's finish up the rest of our face, shall we? So for bronzer, I recently bought a mini of the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I thought I'd buy a mini just to try it because I've got a lot of bronzers and I don't go through any of them. So I thought, do you know what? Why don't we just buy the mini? It was £12 on Cult Beauty. So as you can see, tiny little one in compared to that. But this brush fits in there beautifully. So I've used this one a few times, but I thought, do you know what? Rather than buying a big one, if you can hear that in the background, somebody's just decided to get a chainsaw or something out. That's not very friendly. So hopefully you can't hear it too badly. And if you can, I'm really sorry. There's nothing I can do about that. So I'm just going to tap that one off and do what we would normally do. But this, like I say, you know, I've used it a few times and I really do like it. I'll say it's a lovely bronzer. It blends out really easily. It's a really nice colour. I did pick up the matte one because they do a shimmer, but you know, which I don't mind a shimmery bronzer. It depends how shimmery it is, you know. So again, just looking above me so I can see what I'm doing in the big mirror. But I do really like this bronzer, you know. So if I do go through this one, I will pick up the big one. Now I know I really like it, but I thought minis are a good way of trying things, and it wasn't badly priced. So, but like I said, I've used it a lot and enjoying that one, so I thought, you know, I would just use that one on camera and show all you lovely people. So I've just pulled the camera in just slightly more. I just noticed it was a bit far away. So for blush today, I've gone back to using one that I've had for a while because I'm just really enjoying it, and I think it will go really well with this eye look today, which is the KVD Vegan Beauty one in Honeysuckle. I'll say, which absolutely lovely, this one. You know, the packaging is stunning, and I've just found with what I've been wearing lately, it just seems to go with everything. Now I've literally tapped in there once and knocked a load off, and usually that's enough. So we're just going to chuck a bit of that on just to nearly finish off my face. Again, tap in once, tap that off, chuck it on the other side. And like I say, it's a nice sort of natural colour, this one. It blends really easily. It's very pigmented, so you don't, like I said, I've literally tapped it in once for each side. So that's all you need. Okay, so we're going back into the Morphe Manny MUA palette, and I'm going to mix both of the highlighter shades together. So I'm just going to literally run it across both. Where's my little mirror? There he is. I'm just going to tap that off, because I couldn't decide which colour to use. So I thought, do you know what, we'll just mix them. We'll have like a pinky goldy. See, look, that's really nice. And what we're going to do in a minute, we'll do another layer and see if we can just build it up just a smidgen. That is really nice. I'll say very, very glowy. So we are going, we'll just chuck some more on just to see. See, look at that. 2 layers on. That is absolutely stunning. Bit more on the other side, tap it off. Yeah, glow into the gods. I said, I'm not going anywhere. I've got a day off work today. So I thought I'd sit down and just film a couple of videos. Chuck a bit above there, like I normally would. Tiny bit on my chin, again like I normally would. But that is really glowy. See what I mean? Now you know why I kept it just for the highlighters. Because when I use them, they're like, oh my God, I've forgotten how good they were. But now I've got this really nice eyeshadow look from it. I might actually do that as well, you know, start using it and seeing whether it's just that shade that worked really well for me, or whether I can make the other shades work with the techniques that I use now. I'm going to dip into it again and give it another go. Since I've tried out literally, you know, a new product on my face, which was the bronzer, I have got a lip gloss. I know, anybody that knows me knows I don't normally wear lip glosses, but I couldn't help myself. I had to try one, which is the Supreme Gloss by Jeffree Star. Now this is a really, really opaque gloss, and it smells like cupcakes. It's like, oh, you just want to literally drink the bottle. But this, let's give you a swatch on my hand. Look at that. And it does last really well. Since I've got it, when did I get it? Over a week ago. I think I've used it most days. Because considering it's a gloss, yes, it does transfer, you know, but once you've got the initial transfer off, I've noticed it doesn't transfer very much. You know, it loses its shine, but the colour stays on your lips. This is in the shade, hang on, oh God, can I read that? Cookie Dough Fetish. So as you can see, it's like a pinky nude colour, which is very much my colour. But this, oh my God, I thought, you know what, I'm going to try one. I like actually really, really love it. I'm like, oh my God. So let's chuck a bit of that on so you can see what that looks like. There you go, look at that. That is just beautiful. So they've got a strange shaped wand on this one, but it does hold a lot of gloss on it. So I haven't dipped back into it. That just did all my lips. I've done a couple of coats, but from the same dip. And that, like I say, it smells divine. It tastes divine. But it did remind me of another one that I've got from Urban Decay, which is, what's this one called? That's it, their Hi-Fi Shine. When I was wearing this one, I thought, oh, that reminds me of something. I thought, what does it remind me of? And then I remembered that I had this one. I've had this one for years. You know, it should probably be binned really, but it works the same, it smells the same, everything's the same. So it's a case where it's obviously all right. You know, this one's got a different applicator altogether. And again, but it's very similar. It's a very highly pigmented gloss. So look, it's different colour to the other one. All right, but this is in the shade Back Talk. That's what it reminded me of. It really does. Their consistency is very similar. I think the Jeffree Star one is a little thicker, and I think the Jeffree Star one, oops, that's it, throw them all around the place. The Jeffree Star one, I do think lasts on your lips a little bit longer, you know, but the Back Talk one, I wore it the other day just to kind of test my theory, and I do think that it doesn't last quite as long. It still lasts a long time, don't get me wrong, and it's a similar price. I think I paid, like I say, I bought it about 3 years ago, and I paid about, I don't know, 16 pounds for it, whereas the Jeffree Star one is £17.50. Again, got that on Beauty Bay, bought that on day of release, of course I did. It's Jeffree Star. So yeah, so just thought I'd, you know, show you a side-by-side comparison. Like I say, this is the Jeffree Star one and this is the Urban Decay one, but they're very, very similar in texture. The Urban Decay one is a bit more minty sort of flavoured, but you don't get the tingle or anything like that with it. It's just got a very slight mint sort of taste to it again, so it's lovely. So this is what we've ended up with. I say the eyeshadow that turned out really well. Just goes to show you really need to go back and try these things, you know. So like I said, yeah, really happy with the overall look that I've achieved today. So I think even the lip gloss actually doesn't work too bad with this, because I hadn't really planned, you know, sort of my colours like that. You know, I hadn't decided I was going to do the lip gloss, but I thought, well, do you know what, I've used a new bronzer, why not use my new lip gloss as well, just to tie the video all in together. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.